Granda, VP Global Customer Success and Cloud Customer Experience LATAM for Google Cloud, Omar Duque, President of HITECH, and Guillermo Diaz Jr., HITECH Chairman and CEO of CloudSpot.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. Right here, we're coming at you from the heart of Silicon Valley with our sponsor, Google. And thank you, Carlos, for having us here. So I knew that I was home when I walked into the building and there was this big giant G in front of the building. And I knew that that was something that I needed to take back. Physically, I want one of those for my workspace at home.
Okay.
And for digitally for my Google workspace. So thank you, Carlos, for introducing me that way. But we've been busy. And thank you all for joining in our Fall Leadership Summit of 2021. In fact, I just got a reminder on one of my social posts yesterday. In 2013, we did a similar event in Silicon Valley 8 years ago. And it was just mind-blowing to see that. But in the last quarters, even since our summer summit, we've been very busy. In fact, we did an event in San Diego, California, where HITECH partnered with the Latino Donor Collaborative and with Wells Fargo to bring together one of the first and most robust sets of data that showed how Latinos and Hispanics are a powerful force in the United States and how we need to become even more of a powerful force, moving from consumers to makers. And you all on this call, on this virtual summit, are the leaders of that transformation. In fact, we were just in Mexico just 2 weeks ago, and I want to tell you a story before I turn it over to Omar. We graduated 73 emerging executive program leaders. And when we did that, at the same time, we were holding a summit of students in Mexico. And I had this idea. It's like, hey, why don't we come over to see all of these leaders that happen to be Latino? And they were looking at it on the screen, and they were amazed. In fact, 7 pages of gallery went by. And as the names came up, not only that they were Latino, that they looked like them, but there was also lots of women represented. Half of the representatives were women. And so the young girls got to see what they could be. In fact, at one point, one particular company came up on the screen, and this young man started shaking, literally shaking. And I was like, what is going on? He's like, that is my dream company. I said, oh, by the way, this man here, Pepe Gomez, works for that company. He hugged Pepe, and at that moment, I knew we changed a life forever. Not only are we here leading for our own careers and our own journeys, but we're bringing up the next generation. At that moment, I felt that this is why we're here. Not only for ourselves, but pushing up, pulling up that next generation. So I'm happy to be here with you in the heart of Silicon Valley. The first time we've done this in a while. But now, without further delay, I want to turn it over to Omar to kick us off. Omar Duque.
Thanks, G. Good morning. And like G said, it's wonderful to be here in the heart of Silicon Valley to welcome all of you to HITECH's Fall Virtual Leadership Summit, sponsored by Google. It is so great to be here in person with HITECH Chairman Guillermo Diaz and Carlos Granda, VP of LATAM Customer Experience and of Global Customer Success at Google Cloud. Let me tell you, it has been such a pleasure collaborating with Carlos and the entire team at Google for the past several months as we work to put together what I'm confident will be an informative and engaging 3 days. Google has been an amazing partner to high tech. And I just want to point out that the relationship started with Google Cloud and has since evolved to include all of Google. And as we work together to support diversity and inclusion, as we work to develop the next generation of Hispanic technology leaders, and we work collaboratively to collectively create a better world. I will say though, Carlos, that when I Googled high tech earlier this morning, I didn't see the fireworks animation like Google did when the Dodgers won the World Series. So I think there's still room for some growth. All joking aside, we have a great program planned for all of you. We have some great content, some great sessions, as well as some fun and engaging activities planned for you throughout the course of the next 3 days. I'm also excited to report that as of earlier this morning, we had 1,126 people who were registered to participate in this summit. These are Hispanic technology leaders joining us virtually from 136 unique companies from across the United States, and also joining us virtually from 22 different countries across the globe. For the very first time in high-tech history, we have gender parity among our participants as it relates to men and women. But we're also excited to welcome our non-binary Hispanic tech leaders over the course of the next 3 days. This is also a very experienced group. 53% of our attendees have more than 15 years experience working in technology. But as Guillermo said, we're also proud to work together to develop the next generation of Hispanic tech talent as we build on this movement to get Hispanics from the classroom to the boardroom. So I hope you've come prepared to network. Feel free to share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, to connect with others, to engage with others, participate in the dialogue throughout the course of our sessions, and more importantly, to have fun. Thank you again for choosing to spend your time with us. And now I'll turn it over to Carlos Granda.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Guillermo, and welcome everybody to the 2021 High Tech Summit. My name is Carlos Granda, and Vice President of Global Customer Success, and I also lead our LATAM customer experience for all of Google Cloud. When Omar and I started talking about how Google could help support the growth of the high-tech community, we knew that the Fall Leadership Summit would be a great opportunity. With over 1,000 registrants, this is the largest event in high-tech history, and I'm proud to be the executive sponsor of this great event. We're hoping for this moment to be in person on one of our amazing Google campuses. We, like many of you all, are still navigating what it means to return to the office. So here we are, continuing to connect as we have over the past 2 years through our laptops and our keyboards, but still finding time to engage, share what we've learned, and become better leaders. When I think of what I've taken away from my engagement with high tech, it is the people and the relationships that stand out. But most importantly, it has made me realize that although we've made progress, there's so much more to do. We need to continue to promote our community, pave the way for future generations, and ensure we leave a powerful and positive legacy in this world. I am proud to say that we were able to bring the best of Google products to this high-tech summit this week, powering these sessions through Google Meets and YouTube Live. If you would like to learn more about your work our team is doing to help these products, fill out the form under the Life at Google on the main menu to stay with us connected. What to expect? I'm really excited about the agenda that high tech has put together. Our Digital Future Accelerator captures everything we've experienced the last 24 months, but also sets the foundation for the future. Innovation, collaboration, but also reimagining who do we want to be post-pandemic will be a critical differentiator to relish the new normal, but also attract and retain top talent. Once again, I want to thank high tech team and all the Googlers that made this week possible. I look forward to learning and sharing experiences with all of you. What you put into this week is what you'll get out of it. This is our last event of the year. Let's make sure the connections and relationships built here last not just for the rest of this year, but for a lifetime. What you learned this week could change what you lead, the way you work. It could change your career.
And now,